We're here with Leicstalk, and I'm here with Mr Shay. How you doing, bro?
Bless, bro. Thank you for having me on.
Very excited to have you here. So, Mr Shay has been doing some wildly exciting things recently. The first thing I want to get into, though, we all know what you are now. You're the Poet Laureate. You're the man in the city right now. But I heard you used to be a rapper back in the day. Tell me about it.
Yeah, started right here.
Right here?
In this building.
What, 5 HQ times or?
Well, probably just after.
Okay.
So, HQ was HQ Studios, and I was here with a little crew.
Yeah.
And we were making tunes. The Clarence Street Collective.
Clarence Street Collective.
And yeah, man, we started that, and that's what. Well, it goes way back before that. It goes from school days, man. Like, I was rapping in the playground first. Come on, that's where it starts.
Yeah, that's where it always starts.
Backpack rapper.
Yeah.
Just doing like the classic journey of a rapper. So it was like through grime.
Yeah.
I was MC Sparks.
MC Sparks.
I didn't be lost in the dark.
Check him out. It'll be on YouTube someday. You'll find it.
No, it's definitely on YouTube.
It's there.
There's some unseen footage which is hiding, and I don't know if I should delete it or just keep it.
We've all got some blunders on that. You know what I mean?
So yeah, man, we started there, and then growing up through like college, through uni, I was always rapping as a little side thing.
Okay.
And then I came here with Harry, actually. Harry
Giorgio.
Yeah, man. Me and my boy Delight MC, big up Delight, and we said let's put some bars together.
Yeah.
And we started doing like this kind of South Asian rap, hip hop fusion stuff.
Okay.
A little bit of grime, a little bit of hip hop.
What time are we talking, roughly?
Gosh, I was about 20.
Without trying to give away the age.
23.
How long ago
So
was
that
that?
was oh, don't say that. Is it that long ago? It was 10. Yeah, well, 10 years ago.
That's cool.
So I'm 33. I just turned 33.
This is back with Harry G then.
Yeah, Harry G.
Harry G was still a rapper.
Was he even a rapper then? He was
the
the DJ.
That's when I met him.
Man. So look, that's the origin story.
That's
And
the origin story. Come on.
I first met Harry in a little house rave as well. House party, house rave.
Yeah.
And then figured out that he worked here. And then we booked a session with him. He was mixing like this track that we were making, South Asian rap fusion. And then Aaron saw it, and he was like working here as well.
Yeah,
he was like, come. Yeah, big up Aaron, man. And he was like, come, let's do some tunes. So we started doing that, and he put together like the brown Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
There's like 10 or I don't know how many of us there were. But you know, we had all our little superpowers, lyrical superpowers, and we just come together as a little collective. And obviously Aaron started his own thing, so we kind of went that way, but stayed in touch with everything I did, and collaborated a little bit in the scene.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I did it. I did the music side. Loved it. I still do it.
Yeah.
But obviously,
I seen on your Cypher video you dropped a few bars the other day. I saw that.
Once I rap, always a rap.
Yeah, you got it in you, bro. You got it in you.
So yeah, I love to bring out the lyrics. But my whole thing now is as a poet, I always felt like when you remove, I guess, the structure, the kind of the tempo,
the safety net.
Yeah, you can call it that, right? Some people can call it a safety net. I think I look at it as this thing that we can easily hide behind, not taking anything away.
No, of course. Listen, as a rapper, I'll say what you do is scary. What I do, listen, there's a beat, it's 4/4, it's 1 2 3 4, hibbly hobbly hop, whatever.
Yeah.
What you do, you're the rhythm. You are everything, and I find it interesting.
Bro, absolutely hit the nail on the head. I feel like the word, like, what did you say? I feel what? I feel
it's like a safety. I'm protected.
I'm protected. You used the word. I can't remember what you said, but like my word is vulnerability.
Yeah.
I feel vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like that safety net is not there anymore. And you know, I used to love rapping because it felt like you could complement the beat. You could feel that beat, and then you can respond to it. But like you say, like you are the thing that people respond to, and it's just you are the pitch, you are the melody, you are the rhythm.
You're the tension, you're the release, you're every part of this.
Exactly, and I felt like when I took that structure away, I could have more fun.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ironic because I loved rapping on a beat, and I used to have so much fun with writing and being witty, but over those parameters, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
As soon as I took them away, I felt like now all of a sudden I'm a child that has experienced you know, like when a child enters open space, they just run. They just roll, they run, they walk, they stamp. There's so many ways that they can navigate through that space. That's what I felt, that open field.
Yeah, of course.
That was it. That was a huge answer to what was a really simple question.
I felt like you started going, you're a tumbleweed down in. I was like, this is getting good, it's getting bigger, we're going somewhere. The transition though between a rapper and a poet, I can see how that happened, but still, I'd like to hear your side of how that happens.
Yeah. So for me, I think they came next to each other. What happened is people knew I used to rap.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was performing at like a little event called House of Verse, which is really cool, run by Jenny Hibbard. Respect to Jenny Hibbard. She's moved to Bristol, I believe, where she belongs actually, because Bristol is like.
I was up there the other day. Bristol's cool, man.
Creative city,
cool,
you know. Certain people just they belong in that place. It's
you fit it.
Creativity, yeah. So yeah, she was putting this kind of eclectic. There were poets, there were comedians, there were House of Verse. It was all about being the home of the verse, however you express that. And yeah, so I was doing a few raps, but I used to really like stripping that beat away again, doing my raps over nothing, so people heard it. I used to use a loop station and create my own beats and stuff. So from that, I was like rubbing shoulders with a lot of the poets that were also performing.
Yeah,
they were like, you're basically a poet. So the first commission was from the BBC Radio Leicester. They were like, we're looking for a load of poets to what was it at the time? It was to be the voice of a landmark in Leicester.
Okay.
And so I thought about what landmark I wanted to write about. Clock Tower's an obvious one.
Yeah.
Old John, all this. A lot of them were taken anyway. So
of course, yeah. What did you go for?
Okay, so I thought, what's a bit more, less obvious. So I went for not like a monument. I went for a stretch of geography, and it was the Golden Mile.
You got Golden Mile.
Yeah.
I love Golden Mile.
Yeah, big up. If you're Marvin, go Golden Mile. If you want some jewelry, Golden Mile. It's that place that's vibrant. It's where I grew up.
There's a lot of life down there as well.
A lot of life. So what I wanted to do is portray. It was the biggest celebration of Diwali outside of India itself, like one of the biggest. So it's like something worth celebrating. So I wrote a poem about being the voice of that geographical area where I grew up as well, So it's like about home as well as about being a landing space for a lot of people who immigrated from
that
community.
sense.
So there's a lot of history.
That's an interesting perspective. I like that.
Yeah, because it was like the first home. It was a second home, but then the first home for people who moved here, like my family.
Yeah.
So that I could tap into it a little bit more deeply. So that's what I did. That's my first commission, and I wrote it. And to this day, it's the one that I will perform everywhere I go.
It's that signature Mr Shay sound.
Exactly, bro. And that was the first poem that I ascribed. Spoken word piece, let's say.
Yeah.
Like, specifically spoken word, because there's different styles out there.
My next question.
Yeah.
Me to it.
Yeah, we'll get into that for sure.
Into that.
And that freedom to just tell the story of the Golden Mile from my perspective. Yeah, and it reached a lot of people. Like every Diwali, it got spun around.
Yeah,
like WhatsApp groups, and that's when I started to realize the power in local community, because it weren't going anywhere outside of Leicester. It wasn't going to like big cities. I wasn't like blowing up like nationally.
It
doesn't need to.
need to.
Keeping it close, keeping your intimate community,
your people, your surroundings, the stuff that represents you, the stuff that you're connected to,
the stuff that matters, the people that matter. That's the kind of thing. So we kind of fed each other, them with kind of making it go further, and their WhatsApp groups around Diwali, getting on the radio obviously, and things like that. And then for me, it was it feeding me because I got to share a bit of my history and my story. So yeah, from that it kind of just spiraled, and I started getting a few more commissions, and obviously when Leicester won the league, that was the next commission.
2016. Feels like a long time ago.
Mad, isn't it? It's mad when you think about it. It feels like just yesterday that I was writing that.
They'll be back up soon.
Come on, mate. I don't know anything about football, but come
I'm actually an Arsenal fan as well.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's the kind of the initial thing, and that's when I first saw the power in talking about a lot of what I talk about is about home.
Yeah.
My place.
I noticed that. So the first time I saw you live was with Harry Giorgio, of course, and It was something the Leicester Music Conference.
Sam.
And Sam.
On violin.
Yes, I was about to say it was brilliant violinist. His name left me, but he was brilliant.
Yeah.
And at that point, I knew you existed.
Mm.
I think Manny's Caller had mentioned you before,
Yeah.
but I didn't know who you are, even what you did at that point, to be honest. And I seen you on the stage. I was expecting you to rap, I'll be honest. So I was like, this guy's going to spit some bars. And I was like, oh, he's telling a story. Oh, and I'm learning about him. And it was like, in this, probably a minute, maybe 2 minutes, you were speaking over this production and this violin and stuff. I was like, oh, I've learned more about you in 2 minutes than 90% of the artists I'm seeing today. I found that really interesting. You touched on your South Asian kind of background. You touched on it as well in this chat. And you were a rapper 10 years ago as a South Asian rapper. Now, today, in this city, that's quite a normal thing. In fact, I'd say as an engineer, it probably takes up 50% of my clients.
For real.
That wasn't the case back then, though. What was that like?
This is why, yeah, good point. This is why coming up. Okay, so you have like big names in the rap scene.
Yeah.
In the South Asian rap scene. And these guys have been doing it for years, you know. Like a lot of the garage lot.
Yeah.
A lot of the South Asian garage crew, you know, even from Punjabi MC, his time,
Yeah,
you know,
course,
that's why I'm looking back that way. These guys were doing like, they're kind of the pioneers of the UK South Asian rap sound or garage sound or whatever that kind of urban sound was back then. And then there was kind of, you know, if you started back then, you were still doing it and people knew your tunes and the tunes that you made back in the day were still going off. Yeah. And then we came in the time where, slightly after that, where we were kind of reinventing it and grime was taking more of a forefront.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people were sampling, there was a lot of sampling going on when I was coming up of Bollywood tunes and older style things, which has been done in hip hop all the time. Timbaland like samples Bollywood tunes all the time.
Yeah.
Or they used to. And so we were trying that. The reason I say we were the kind of brown Wu-Tang is because what they were doing was carving a niche for themselves. Even though you get me, but
trying to fit into the mold, creating a space
for them with like a unique look as well. Unique, like the whole Wu-Tang is so iconic, you know. So we were trying to do that, you know. We were trying to play with that. We were trying to go. There's not that many right now. I feel like there was a lull in the South Asian rap scene, so we were trying to fill that void.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
You know, and so we had someone like H Grim who was aggressive.
Okay.
Boom, he came in with that aggression, like 6 foot. I don't know how tall he is. He was coming in,
ducking under door frames and that one.
that door frame, probably.
Yeah.
He was the kind of guy who was about it as well. Not just said it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Then we had, you know, Kieran. He was like the comedian kind of guy. Not comedian, but he could rap.
Yeah.
But you know, he had that kind of nice feel about him, which is a bit comedic, and he was funny. He was a fun guy. And I don't know, maybe he was like ODB. I don't know, but you know, we all had these personalities.
You get a bit of what everyone wants. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
What was your personality?
I don't know. I always think about it. You know, I think I was. I honestly think I was probably the weakest rapper in the crew.
I respect you saying that.
But I had personality, boy.
Makes up for it, doesn't it?
This is it, man. I never took myself too seriously.
Yeah.
I was always like the crowd hype kind of guy. Obviously, I could spit. Don't get me wrong, I could spit. Sometimes bars went over people's head. Like I thought I was sick.
Yeah.
Like, you lot didn't get it, but it was sick. But then again, it's because I was more of a. I feel like deep down I was more of a poet. Like, I was more about the message.
Yeah.
I didn't really fit in the grime scene because what I was saying I wasn't about it. It was all metaphorical.
Yeah.
But anyway, in terms of the South Asia thing, that's I fall back to the question, which was, you know, back then we all had something unique about us, which then formed this collective to fill that lull in the South Asian scene. And we were doing bits for a while, man. We were doing bits for a few years. And then obviously with the rise of certain types of genres like drill, like a lot of the trap stuff, and like nowadays with how accessible, and obviously we were first generation, a lot of us were first generation South Asian, so we were just kind of finding out about this whole thing. Now you're like, I don't know, maybe you've got some second generations coming in, or you've got like the younger generation, or the students that are here now. You know, there's such a big mix in it. There's a lot of Canadians in South Asia.
Yes, he's off camera, but Prod by Palms over there has worked with a ton of like Canadian, South Asian people, and check him out. He's made some great stuff with them as well. To be fair to him,
Big up.
He's one of the he's one of the kids that's kind of, I say kid, he's like 22, but he's one of the kids that's kind of a pioneer in that genre in this day. So got to give him a bit of a shout out.
He's who I'm talking about. He's who I'm talking about. He's that generation that are pulling the scene forward with the new sounds, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the new sounds. I feel like we were taking from hip hop, garage, when I was growing up, and then playing with grime.
Yeah.
But now it's like we've moved on so far that your sounds are completely different, but you still pay homage to like what we were doing back then. So it's nice how it
They
evolved.
recognise the snare position, they recognise how stuff should sound, but
Exactly.
it moves differently now.
It moves differently. Mixes are different. Like
It's
mixes,
so bright, man. Everything's so bright now.
very bright.
They're all deaf, I'm telling you.
It's it's a different sound now. But what's happening now is, like we said, the Canadians, and then you've got the obviously in the States as well, and in India itself, bro. Like in India itself, like there's mad stuff going on, man. Boiler Room's out there, smashing it. Like D Double just went there, did a set.
Oh, I did not even seen that.
Went off with some of the hip hop boys from India, but like they're doing grime now as well. It's just wild. So it's more you're seeing more / wanting to do more, and I feel like music's becoming way more accessible, bro. In all honesty, it's why you do music at my time, and it was like, why are you doing music, bro? There's nothing in it for you, because that's what we were facing, innit? Be a doctor, bro. I'm legit gonna be a doctor as well. Yeah. And I chose
Doctor of Poetry now, bro. You're good.
I want that honorary doctorate.
Come on, sort it out. Me and you, sort it out, bro. You know you can do that.
Joking. If you want to, I'm here, innit? But yeah, man. So nowadays it's more achievable.
Yeah.
So like family might see on YouTube this guy blowing in the music scene as a South Asian, and then go, cool, you could try that, you could do that. Now there's more support for it.
Makes more sense. The foundations have been built, the path's now trodden a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly that. There's a trail that you can follow. Yeah. Whereas we were just trying to see what happens.
So we've heard loads about you as a rapper, loads about you as a poet. I always feel like though, like that's not who you are when you're at home. Who's Mr Shay really?
It's a good question, man. No. That's a really good question, because I'm not that. When I'm at home,
none of us are.
No,
none of us are.
We're not, bro. When I'm at home, I'm just I answer to the boss, bro.
As do we all. We were just having this conversation on camera before you got here.
Correction, I answer to the bosses.
Yeah.
So at home, I'm a family man. That's me completely. I'm a family man. I like to have fun. I like to, I like to rap for my daughter. Yeah. I like to rap, and I'm always writing poetry. Always like trying to get my wife to listen to it.
I have a feeling. They ain't interested anymore. They've heard it 2 times, bro.
I feel like I'm boring now.
Supported from afar. That's what they want to be.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've got to say, like, Lulu supports me wholeheartedly, and she listens. Like, we met.
Big up, Mr Shay.
Thank you. God bless. God bless. We met through poetry. Me and my wife, Lulu.
Yeah.
So poetry's in the household. Like, my daughter is called Rumi, named after the Persian poet.
Okay.
My brother named her, actually, and so that poetry is the foundation of who we are as a household collective.
Yeah.
But yeah, at home, man. So my wife's a yoga teacher. She brings a lot of peace into the house, and that gets transferred onto me.
Yeah. I like that, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime I'm stressed, so I do a lot of project work as well as being an artist. Project work. I've run a business called the Underground Creatives for about 12 years now, and that's youth engagement.
Nice.
I've been engaging with young people and people of all ages, community, seniors in the community as well. But that can bring stress sometimes. It's a very joyful job. It's a very rewarding job.
Yeah.
But running a business, with anything, it can bring its stresses. So Lulu's always there grounding me anytime I have a meltdown. So got a really tight knit relationship at home. I always play music for my daughter. She loves dancing. So I'm just a dad, bro.
What's her favourite kind of music?
I'm trying to influence her down the Bhangra route, innit, the South Asian feel.
What's she feeling though?
Bro, she likes ballet, you know. She's just got into ballet. She likes classical to dance to ballet.
Okay.
But that's the dance. She's more into the dance of ballet.
Yeah.
But musically, she loves Fred again.
Good taste.
Yes, it's quite eclectic. And then she loves the Bhangra. If I play Punjabi music, she's dancing to that.
For anyone watching that might not know what that is.
So Bhangra music is your South Asian, but in North India, it's Punjabi. I'm Punjabi, so my dad's from North India. And a lot of the Punjabi folk sounds and beats. So you got your door, and you got your you get me those sounds, and you get the you know,
That's
these
wild.
sounds.
That sounded real.
Yeah, respect, man. These are the sounds that I grew up around, and like we say, Punjabi MC, and then you got True School, blending that kind of hip hop flavor into these Punjabi folk, which are so traditional actually, bringing it contemporary and new school. That's the sound that I love. It's what I was brought up with, and what we're hearing a lot more now. And I'm just trying to get Rumi into it. She loves dancing, man. She loves dancing, and you know, she's growing up in a mixed household. Where she's got this South Asian root, and then she's got this white British root as well.
Okay.
So kind of like she's balancing it all, feeling it all, you know, trying to take.
Kind of defines Leicester in a way. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of what Leicester's becoming. So
absolutely, bro. It's like one of those things. I did a show called Brown Paper.
Okay.
For me, like brown paper is like the corner shop, the grocery shop. It's the paper that crinkles, like brown skin.
Okay.
And it was a poetry and rap show, and I actually proposed to my missus. I proposed to Lulu at that show.
Yeah.
And just that kind of matrimony of two cultures coming together was just the essence of what I've always done artistically.
Yeah.
Not trying to say that my marriage is an art, but it is at the same time. But it's more than that. It's kind of an extension. Weirdly, like my marriage, my family home is an extension of the art I've been creating.
That makes sense.
And I feel like it's the way the world, especially Leicester, is moving to, which will piss a lot of people off at the moment. And it's just we're living in a time where we're so polarized, you know, by this multiculturalism. But for me, I've always been rooted in it, and I feel like my life.
I think I can only speak being from Leicester. I don't know if the Leicester people feel it's a negative thing. I've been travelling to a lot of other cities recently, and I've spoken to people, and there's definitely been some views that oppose what maybe I think. But I feel like here, there's something about this place, and maybe it's the fact that even my generation, you know, I'm about to turn 30, 29, but I'm about to turn 30.
Congrats, bro.
I grew up in multicultural places. I went to Lancaster Boys School, which was wildly multicultural.
Yes.
I grew up watching from the city. There was multicultural rappers. There was Jafro, who was obviously went to my school, Kamikaze, and these were different races doing different things. There was all these different musicians and different like kind of community leaders that from all these different backgrounds. So I guess maybe I never considered that it could ever be a problem. So it just blew my mind a little bit that there's different views out there, but
that don't reflect what we have in our little bubble.
Do you see what I mean?
I felt like that growing up. I felt that when I left this city, I made a joke in another interview that I only ever knew here in Southall. Yeah. It's so like one way.
Yeah.
The little bubble that I was in and exposed to was very South Asian heavy, but actually very multicultural.
Yeah.
With many you know the Afro Caribbean community, the Windrush community as well, and those generations that came through. We just got such a mix here. When I left the city and I saw what else was there, you know, it's kind of burst, like you were saying, burst that bubble.
Yeah.
Everywhere's not like that.
It almost blew the illusion away.
And actually, like, there was a hard dose of reality in it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And I think, I speak about it. And I feel like poetry is really important as a vehicle to speak about those kind of socio-political topics. So, you know, I've put quite a lot out there on my social media about what we're facing now in terms of that polarization. I've talked about different views on how England should look, etc. And it has put me in, like, the algorithm went, oh, this is great. Let's put this right in the echo chamber of the opposition.
Yeah.
And it dropped that poem that I wrote into a lot of people that didn't agree with me, and I was eaten alive. But it also opened up conversation with the people that might have opposing views to me because it's poetry.
That's the most important thing. The main issue that anyone has is there's no talking, there's no discussion. Like, for example, you've got polarizing figures, and I don't personally like this person like Andrew Tate, right?
Yeah.
But the only thing I respect about this man is the only thing I respect him is that you can discuss it with him. Now he might be an idiot, and he might say some silly things that make me want to kick his head off if I was capable, which I'm not. But it's like, okay, he's open for discussion. So no matter what side of the line you're on, discussion's really important. And I like that because you're on the other side of the line. You just are, being from a South Asian background. You are kind of the person they attack in a way, or the representation of it. So you being willing to discuss it, that's more powerful than anything.
Exactly, disarming. Like, to disarm myself is so important, especially in the role that I'm as Poet Laureate. I represent a lot at the moment, and I'm aware of that. So to disarm and open conversation has proven to be very, very helpful in that discussion, because I've seen, man, like, it's pretty beautiful, people that disagreed, and like when you become a keyboard warrior, they're not expecting a comeback, or for me, the writer, to come back. I said, tell me more about that then. And it was like, boom, paragraph, and it's like, right now, either I can respond, I don't need to though, the community just comes in, and then they start having discourse, and actually more times than not, it is a good conversation. They don't agree, but they're having a debate.
Education starts to happen, and education from both sides is needed as well, because like, just on this topic of everything that's going on currently, I guess, like, you've got this one side that's effectively kicked them out and all that, and you've got this other side who's get everyone here. And I think education is needed on both sides, because no one can come to the right conclusion, because no one is willing to talk and discuss what you represent as a poet and everything you're trying to achieve, whether consciously or subconsciously. You are the bridge, and you are the thing that goes, well, let's talk.
And that, in a nutshell, is poetry. It's a conversation.
That's what it's all about.
There was a you said, let's talk poetry conversation.
Let's talk, by the way.
Slipped
it in. Did you see that? You missed it. You were like missing bars earlier. I was like, I wonder if he catches this one.
Wait, that was good, that one. I like that. But poetry being that conversation, I've lost my point completely, but that was worth it for the let's talk. But all I'm saying is having those conversations is what. So that was it. A lot of time when I get asked to write a poem, it is to do with quite heavy topics, but it requires me to research, which is something maybe I wouldn't research before. It puts me in a position where now I've got to find out about it. For example, like the partition of India and Pakistan. That was something I knew about, and like my family had gone through, but I didn't know as much about. So I had to talk to real life people who lived through it, read the stories, read that first, like primary information, break it down, distill it, then turn it into something that people can digest through poetry. So that's just one of the processes that I love.
I really like that. So I always like to kind of end these things. I almost don't want to end it. I'm really enjoying this chat, but we're gonna have to be back for a part 2. But I always like to end these things on a question that maybe gets you thinking about yourself. So you've done all these amazing things. That's clear without even listing off the accolades. What's the one thing you want to be remembered for?
Honestly, I'd say, I would say the way I made you feel, like, and hopefully in a good way. Like, I've always tried to be as welcoming, as warm, as soft as I can be, and soft not in a way where I am soft in a way where I can adapt to you if needed, and allowing you to express yourself in whatever way you need to. So man, I really hope that if I'm gone, you remember how I made you feel way more than Poet Laureate, man. Poet Laureate's beautiful, and it's a historical event for Leicester, and I love that. But with that, it's how did I make you peel back the layers with poetry. How I made you feel, maybe through my poetry and outside of the poetry, just on a one-to-one, because my whole thing is about human interaction, and that's always been my thing, through work, through family, through art. That's the pinnacle there.
Mr Shay, I feel like that was a great answer. Make sure you check out Mr Shay. Tell them where they can follow you.
Follow me on Instagram, Mr Shay, MRSHAY_artist, and on Facebook and X. And you can join if you got some poetry or bars. We do an open mic poetry and rap cipher at Moonshine. I'm thinking about making this a regular event. The next one is
I'll be there. Come down.
Let's go. We just agreed that today. On the 9th of July. 9th of July. Tickets on Eventbrite. Join us there. It's like just a big party. And it's a wicked venue. Sick venue. So see us there. And then on YouTube, Mr Shay Mr Shay on YouTube. You can see all the spoken word stuff that I've done. And some of the rap stuff as well. So
Guys, Mr Shay, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no.